Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the third part of the poem The Lady of Shalott, written by Alfred Tennyson. As we have already seen in the first two parts of the poem, the Lady of Shalott is living on an island in a river. On both sides of the river, there are fields of barley and rye, and there is a road going towards the city of Camelot. The Lady of Shalott is busy always weaving a web, a magic web, and she has been cursed that the moment she looks out of the window, she will die. Therefore, she has always been watching the activities going on outside upon a mirror that is hanging before her. She cannot see any object directly because of that curse. Now, let us see the third part of the poem. Let me read the text first. A bough shot from her bower eaves, he rode between the barley sheaves. The sun came dazzling through the leaves and flamed upon the brazen greaves of bold Sir Lancelot. A Red Cross knight forever kneeled to a lady in his shield that sparkled on the yellowish field beside remote Shalott. The gemmy bridle glittered free, like to some branch of stars we see, hung in the golden galaxy. The bridle bells rang merrily as he rode down to Camelot. And from his blazoned baldric slung a mighty silver bugle hung, and as he rode his armour rung beside remote Shalott. All in the blue unclouded weather, thick jewelled shone the saddle leather, the helmet and the helmet feather burned like one burning flame together. As he rode down to Camelot, as often through the purple night, below the starry clusters bright, some bearded meteor trailing light moves over still Shalott. His broad clear brow in sunlight glowed, on burnished hooves his war horse strode, from underneath his helmet flowed his coal black curls as he rode down to Camelot. From the bank and from the river, he flashed into the crystal mirror. Tirra by the river sang Sir Lancelot. She left the web, she left the loom, she made 3 paces through the room. She saw the water lily bloom, she saw the helmet and the plume. She looked down to Camelot. Out flew the web and floated wide. The mirror cracked from side to side. The curse is come upon me, cried the Lady of Shalott. So that's the text of the third part of the poem. Now let us see the text, these lines again. A bough shot from her bower eaves. Now in this third part of the poem, a knight is going to be introduced. His name is Sir Lancelot. And as I've told you earlier, the lady is not supposed to look out of the window directly at any object. The moment she does so, she will die. Therefore, she has been watching all the activities going on through a mirror. The reflections are being cast upon the mirror and she is watching them. Now what happens? A bough shot from her bower eaves, where the lady is living, the Lady of Shalott, from a very close distance. A bough shot means if an arrow is shot, that can reach there. So a person appears who is very close, and the Lady of Shalott watches that picture from very close quarter. At present, she is watching through the mirror only. A bow shot from her bower eaves, he rode between the barley sheaves. The knight, Sir Lancelot, is riding upon a horse, and he is just coming through the fields of barley. The sun is shining brightly. The sun came dazzling through the leaves and flamed upon the brazen greaves of bold Sir Lancelot. Sir Lancelot is wearing an armor, and a helmet and all that paraphernalia that goes with the chivalric warrior like people. It is made up of brass, and he is called Red Cross Knight. Actually, they used to be very common in the Middle Ages. They were the warrior class people, used to be very famous. A Red Cross Knight forever kneeled to a lady in his shield. Now, this is the picture that is there upon the shield, that is embossed upon the shield. It is being described over here. There is the picture of a Red Cross Knight who is kneeling before a lady. This kind of picture is there. Actually, Sir Lancelot is coming. He is carrying a shield. Upon that shield, there is a picture, and that picture is that of a Red Cross Knight who is kneeling before a lady. So, the Red Cross Knight forever kneeled to a lady in his shield that sparkled on the yellow field beside remote Shalott. And this shield is sparkling brightly because the floodlight of the sun is falling all over the place. Golden light of the sun is falling all over the place. The gemmy bridle glittered free. See the pictorial quality of the poem. Each and every paraphernalia is being described here in great detail. The bridle of the horse, that is also gemmy. That means it is having gems all over it. It is also glittering, shining brightly, like to some branch of stars. Now, a simile has been introduced here. A beautiful comparison has been given to describe the shining bridle, like to some branch of stars. So that bridle is shining like a group of stars we see hung in the golden galaxy, just as we see stars shining in the Milky Way or the galaxy. Similarly, the bridle is also shining brightly. The bridle bells rang merrily as he rode down to Camelot. So just imagine Sir Lancelot riding upon a horse, and he is like a real hero, like a Red Cross Knight of the Middle Ages, and the same kind of picture is also being shown upon his shield. As he rode down to Camelot, and from his blazoned baldric slung, a mighty silver beagle hung. There is also a beagle hanging across his shoulder, and as he rode, his armor rung beside remote Shalott. He is wearing an armor, and as he is riding upon the horse at a great speed, the ringing sound of the armor can be heard from a great distance. All in the blue unclouded weather, thick jeweled shone the saddle leather. Upon the saddle of the horse there is a leather, and that leather is also thick jeweled. So just see each and every object that the Sir Lancelot is associated with. Each and every object is shining brightly, and it is well decorated, and to increase the beauty, the floodlight of the sun is falling all over the place, and it is just enhancing the beauty of each and every object or the paraphernalia that is being carried by Sir Lancelot. All in the blue unclouded weather, thick jeweled shone the saddle leather, the helmet and the helmet feather burned like one burning flame together. Now the poet describes the saddle leather, then the helmet and the feather or the plume upon the helmet. Each and everything is shining brightly, burned like one burning flame together. Beside remote Shalott, all in the blue unclouded weather, thick felt shone the saddle leather, the helmet and the helmet feather, burned like one burning flame together, as he rode down to Camelot, as often through the purple night, below the starry clusters bright, some bearded meteor, trailing light, moves over still Shalott. So the movement of Sir Lancelot has been compared to the movement of a meteor or a shooting star in the sky. Another beautiful picture has been drawn over here that we see in the comparison of Sir Lancelot to a meteor or a shooting star. His broad clear brow in sunlight glowed, on burnished hooves his war horse trode, from underneath his helmet flowed his coal black curls as on he rode. So the jet black hair of Sir Lancelot can be seen under his helmet. As he rode down to Camelot, from the bank and from the river, he flashed into the crystal mirror. Tirra by the river sang Sir Lancelot. So he is in a very happy mood, and he is in a very gay and happy mood. So he is singing a song. Now what happens? The Lady of Shalott, she cannot resist the temptation of watching this chivalrous person who is coming riding upon a horse in flesh and blood. So far, she has seen each and every object in the mirror only. She has seen only the reflection in the mirror. But now, for the first time, she decides to see Sir Lancelot directly. Although she knows what is going to happen afterwards, but she does decide to see him directly. The moment she does so, that web of magic that she is weaving, that leaves her. Just see what happens. She left the web, she left the loom, she made 3 paces through the room. She saw the water lily bloom, she saw the helmet and the plume. These are objects that she saw immediately, directly, and the web of magic is now over, and as if she was weaving something upon a loom, and that activity of weaving is gone, it is no more. She made 3 paces through that is also a mysterious number. She moves 3 paces in that room. She saw the water lily bloom directly for the first time. She saw the flower of water lily blooming. She saw the helmet of Sir Lancelot. Then she saw the plume in the helmet. She looked down to Camelot, and then she looked towards the city of Camelot directly. Out flew the web and floated wide. The mirror cracked from side to side. This is the result, the impact of her breaking that rule. The moment she looked directly towards Sir Lancelot and towards the city of Camelot, that mirror cracked from side to side, and she immediately cried, "The curse is come upon me," cried the Lady of Shalott. So that's the end of part, the third of the poem, The Lady of Shalott.